When you approach a home, what's the very first thing that captures your attention? It isn't the windows, it isn't the roofline, it's the front door. More than just an entryway, the front door is the soul of the home, the guardian of privacy, and the very first impression every guest experiences. It is where architecture meets symbolism, where style meets security, and where design can speak volumes without uttering a single word. Front doors have always been a powerful statement, whether it's the bold red doors of colonial homes, the carved wooden portals of European estates, or the sleek minimalist pivots of modern architecture. In every era, the front door has carried cultural meaning, aesthetic character, and a sense of welcome or grandeur. Today, as design evolves, front doors are no longer just functional, they are architectural centerpieces, marrying tradition with innovation. The history of front doors. To understand modern front door design, we must first step back into history. Doors have always been symbols of passage, protection, and hospitality. In ancient Egypt, massive stone doors guarded temples, while in medieval Europe, fortress-like doors reinforced with iron kept inhabitants safe from invaders. The Renaissance period brought intricate carvings, stained glass insets, and ornamentation, reflecting wealth and artistry. In Asian traditions, front doors held spiritual significance, painted red in Chinese culture to symbolize luck and prosperity, or adorned with guardian figures in Japanese and Thai designs. Across cultures, the front door became a message to the outside world, a threshold of protection, yet also an invitation. Materials, the foundation of front door design. Modern front door design begins with material selection. Wood remains the timeless classic, warm, versatile, and infinitely customizable. Solid oak, mahogany, and walnut exude luxury, while lighter woods like cedar or pine offer a rustic charm. Metal doors, crafted from steel or aluminum, have surged in popularity for their durability and sleek look, perfect for contemporary architecture. Glass is another favorite, often used in panels or full-length designs, blurring the line between indoors and outdoors. Frosted or textured glass balances light and privacy, while clear glass creates an open, airy welcome. Composite doors, blending wood fibers with resins, provide the durability of metal with the look of wood, offering homeowners the best of both worlds. Each material tells a different story. Wood whispers tradition, steel shouts modern strength, glass glows with openness. Choosing the right one is not just about security, it is about character. Styles of front doors. Front door styles span a broad spectrum, from classic to ultramodern. The paneled wooden door remains iconic, often framed with side lights or topped with a transom window to allow natural light inside. Craftsman doors, with their horizontal glass panes and detailed trim, carry an artisanal feel, blending functionality with handmade beauty. On the opposite end, modern doors lean toward minimalism, flat, flush surfaces, hidden hinges, and oversized pivot mechanisms that create a dramatic entrance. These doors are statements of scale and sophistication, often paired with bold finishes like matte black or brushed bronze. Double doors are timeless symbols of grandeur, favored in Mediterranean villas, colonial estates, and contemporary mansions alike. Sliding and folding doors, though unconventional for the main entrance, are being used in innovative designs, particularly in open-plan modern homes where boundaries between inside and outside are blurred. The power of color. Color has always been a defining element of front door design. A bold red door conveys strength, warmth, and luck. Deep navy and emerald green are current favorites in modern design, pairing beautifully with both light stucco exteriors and dark brick facades. Black doors exude sleek authority, while white doors evoke simplicity and purity. But it isn't just about paint, natural wood tones are making a comeback, celebrating organic beauty. Distressed finishes give a rustic, lived-in charm, while high-gloss lacquered doors create a futuristic, polished statement. The color of a front door does more than decorate, it reflects identity. It says, "This is who we are, this is what you can expect when you cross this threshold." Hardware and details. A front door is never complete without its jewelry, the hardware. Handles, knockers, hinges, and locks play both functional and decorative roles. Sleek bar pulls and matte black complement modern designs, while ornate brass knockers enhance traditional ones. Smart technology has transformed this once simple detail. Keyless entry systems, fingerprint scanners, and video doorbells integrate seamlessly with modern hardware. Merging convenience with security. Yet even with technology, the tactile experience of gripping a solid, beautifully designed handle remains irreplaceable. It is in these details that front doors achieve personality, the final brushstrokes that complete the masterpiece. The architectural role of the front door. The front door is not an isolated design feature, it is part of the architectural language of the entire home. Its proportions, placement, and materiality must harmonize with the facade. A modern home with sharp, geometric lines demands a sleek and minimal door, while a rustic stone cottage feels complete only with a heavy, natural wooden entrance. Architects often design the front door as a focal point, framing it with symmetry, light, and landscaping. The walkway leading up to it, the porch or portico sheltering it, and even the lighting above it are all part of a carefully orchestrated composition. In essence, the door does not simply stand alone, it is the crescendo in the symphony of exterior design. Let's consider scale. Large pivot doors, often stretching from floor to ceiling, make a dramatic statement in contemporary architecture. That this is not just a house, it is an experience. By contrast, smaller, more intimate doors on a traditional cottage suggest warmth and approachability. Proportions are equally important. A door that feels too small for the facade can seem underwhelming, while an oversized door on a modest home can feel imposing rather than welcoming. Achieving balance is key. The door should draw the eye, but never feel disconnected from the larger architectural story. The framing of the door is also critical. Sidelights, vertical panels of glass flanking the door, add elegance and brightness, while transoms, horizontal windows above the door, introduce additional light and height. These elements make the entrance feel larger, more inviting, and more connected to the exterior world. In luxury design, the frame itself can become a piece of art. Think of bronze casings around a solid oak slab, or thin steel lines outlining an oversized glass pivot door. The relationship between door and frame creates rhythm, adding depth and dimension to what might otherwise be a flat surface. Cultural and symbolic meanings. Across the world, front doors carry meanings far beyond mere function. In Chinese tradition, doors painted a vivid red are thought to attract prosperity and ward off evil spirits. In Morocco, intricately carved and brightly painted doors reflect artistry and local heritage, often in hues of cobalt blue or ochre yellow. In European history, especially in England and Ireland, brightly painted doors became symbols of individuality and defiance during times of political change. In the Middle East, arched doors with elaborate metalwork reflect centuries of craftsmanship, blending spirituality with artistry. Even today, homeowners instinctively choose door colors and styles that reflect their aspirations. A bold black steel door suggests strength and modern sophistication, while a cheerful yellow door feels warm and neighborly. These choices are rarely accidental, they are subconscious messages to the world about identity and values. The front door is also a threshold in a symbolic sense. It represents transition, the movement from the public realm of the street into the private sanctuary of the home. Many cultures have rituals associated with crossing this boundary, whether it's the ancient practice of hanging protective charms or the modern tradition of carrying a new bride across the threshold. This symbolic weight is why designers and architects treat the front door with reverence. It is not simply wood, metal, or glass, it is a statement of welcome, protection, and belonging. lighting and atmosphere. No front door design is complete without considering light. Lighting does more than provide visibility, it sets mood and enhances architecture. Soft wall sconces on either side of the door create symmetry and warmth. Recessed lighting in the overhang above the door highlights textures and materials. Even path lights leading up to the entrance guide the eye, creating a narrative that culminates at the door itself. Glass panel doors and side lights allow daylight to flood the entryway, making the home feel more alive and open. At night, interior lighting spilling through these panels can create a glowing beacon of welcome. In modern architecture, concealed LED strips are sometimes embedded into the doorframe, creating a futuristic glow that makes the entrance feel sculptural. Lighting is also tied to security. Well-illuminated entrances deter unwanted visitors and make a home feel safer. The balance, however, is subtle. Too much light feels harsh, while too little undermines safety. Designers aim for warmth and security in equal measure. The interplay of door material and lighting can transform a space. Wood appears richer under golden light, glass sparkles when backlit, and metal gleams with a subtle luster. The right lighting makes the front door more than an entry, it makes it an experience. Front door design trends. As we move into contemporary times, front door design has embraced both minimalism and innovation. Large pivot doors are one of the strongest trends, often crafted from steel, glass, or richly grained wood. Their sheer scale creates drama, while their smooth mechanism feels effortlessly modern. Another trend is the seamless blending of indoor and outdoor spaces. Glass doors with slim frames allow the entryway to become an extension of the exterior landscape. They blur boundaries and celebrate transparency, perfect for homes set in scenic locations. Color trends are evolving too. While classic black remains timeless, earthy tones like terracotta, sage green, and charcoal are becoming popular choices. Natural finishes, particularly wood with visible grain, are also making a strong comeback as homeowners seek organic warmth in a digital age. Technology is now at the forefront of door design. Smart locks, integrated cameras, and app-controlled access have redefined security and convenience. Some doors even include biometric scanners or digital peepholes that allow homeowners to see who's outside in real time. Yet despite these innovations, designers are careful to keep technology discreet, blending it seamlessly into the aesthetic rather than letting it dominate. Sustainability is another driving force. Reclaimed wood, recycled metals, and energy-efficient insulated doors reflect growing environmental awareness. A sustainable front door is not just eco-friendly, it carries the beauty of history and the promise of longevity. One of the most underestimated aspects of front door design is texture. While color and shape often capture the eye first, it is texture that defines how a door feels, both visually and to the touch. A smooth lacquered finish exudes refinement, while a deeply grained wooden surface feels organic and rooted. Brushed metals reveal craftsmanship through subtle linear strokes, while glass etched with patterns balances transparency with artistry. Texture plays with light. Sunlight striking a paneled wooden door emphasizes shadows and depth, highlighting its carved details. By contrast, a concrete or stone-clad door absorbs light in a rugged, matte way, giving the entrance a raw, architectural strength. Designers often layer materials to create contrasts, wood against steel, glass framed in bronze, or stone inlaid with brass. Beyond surface treatments, door design also embraces tactile experience. Think of the weight of pulling open a solid oak slab, the cool sensation of gripping a brushed metal handle, or the smooth glide of a pivot door. The physical act of opening and closing the door connects us to the material in ways we rarely think about. The best designs acknowledge this sensory connection, ensuring that the door feels as good as it looks. Personalization and identity. A front door is deeply personal. It is the face of a home, and like a face, it communicates personality. Some homeowners choose bold colors, crimson, teal, or even sunshine yellow, because they want to stand out, to express vibrancy and individuality. Others prefer subtlety, muted grays, deep greens, or stained wood that whispers elegance rather than shouts. Personalization goes beyond color. Custom carvings, etched glass inserts, and family crests have long been used to make doors unique. In modern design, personalization often takes the form of custom proportions, unusual materials, or one-of-a-kind hardware. For instance, a sculptural bronze handle shaped by an artisan can transform a minimalist wooden slab into something unforgettable. In many ways, the front door is an unspoken biography of the residence. It reveals whether the home leans toward tradition or modernity, whether it values warmth or strength, whether it embraces boldness or restraint. Integration with landscaping and pathways. The front door never exists in isolation, it is part of an approach, an arrival sequence. The pathway leading to the door, the landscaping surrounding it, and even the threshold beneath it all contribute to the experience. A straight, symmetrical path lined with hedges builds formality, preparing the visitor for a stately entrance. A winding garden path with stepping stones feels casual, leading guests to a cozy, welcoming door. Designers carefully consider these approaches, treating them as preludes to the architectural statement of the door itself. Landscaping also frames the door. Tall planters on either side of a modern pivot door emphasize height and geometry, while flowering shrubs soften the edges of a traditional wooden door. Water features, stone steps, or pergolas extending overhead create layers of anticipation, guiding the eye until it finally rests on the entrance. The threshold, the ground where outside becomes inside, also holds symbolic importance. A stone landing, a patterned tile, or even a simple wooden porch floor adds character to the moment of crossing. Every detail contributes to the ritual of arrival. Front door designs are shaped by geography, climate, and culture. In Mediterranean regions, arched wooden doors with wrought iron grills are common, both practical for hot climates and rich in ornamental history. In Scandinavian countries, doors are often painted in cheerful colors, bright blues, reds, and yellows, to contrast the long winters and dark landscapes. In North America, farmhouse-style doors often feature crossbars or X patterns, recalling barns and rural traditions. By contrast, urban modern homes lean toward oversized steel or glass doors that exude contemporary confidence. Japanese design emphasizes simplicity and nature, sliding wooden doors with paper-like panels or minimalist planks that dissolve into the architecture. Climate also dictates material choice. In coastal regions, fiberglass and composite doors resist moisture and salt air. In colder climates, insulated steel doors prevent heat loss while maintaining security. In tropical areas, teak or treated hardwoods withstand humidity and insects. Regional context ensures that the front door is not only beautiful but also practical. Some front door designs are timeless, immune to trends. A solid paneled oak door with a brass knocker has been used for centuries and will likely never lose its appeal. Its weight, proportion, and craftsmanship transcend fashion. These doors exude permanence and tradition, offering a sense of stability. Minimalist and modern approaches. At the opposite end of the spectrum lies minimalism. Contemporary design often favors doors with clean lines, flat surfaces, and hidden hardware. Pivot doors, frameless glass doors, and flush wooden panels exemplify the minimalist ethos, simplicity as sophistication. Minimalist doors embrace scale and proportion rather than ornamentation. A large, uninterrupted surface can feel monumental, drawing attention without decorative excess. Color palettes are often restrained: matte black, deep charcoal, natural wood tones, or muted grays. The focus is on purity of form, allowing the door's size, material, and finish to speak for itself. Even technology aligns with minimalism. Smart locks, video entry systems, and automatic openers are integrated seamlessly, disappearing into the design rather than dominating it. Here, innovation is subtle yet transformative. The door feels effortless, almost like it is floating, while delivering modern convenience and security. Whether your preference leans toward classic elegance, modern minimalism, bold color, or technological innovation, the front door offers endless opportunities for expression. Every choice, material, finish, proportion, hardware, color, shapes the first impression of your home and elevates its architectural character. Designing a front door is an exercise in balance. Beauty meets functionality, tradition meets innovation, personal identity meets universal appeal. It is the doorway to memories, milestones, and moments shared within the walls it guards. The next time you approach a door, notice its texture, its color, its weight, and its story. Behind every front door lies a world waiting to be discovered. And that is the magic, the enduring power, of thoughtful front door design.